Welcome everyone to the Let It Be Us Springboard to Adulthood job fair. We thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Thought that song was very appropriate for the weather today. I'd like to introduce you to Susan McConnell and Kendra Wright. Susan McConnell is our executive director, and Kendra Wright is a program manager for Springboard to Adulthood. Before I give the floor over to them, I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. So first of all, how to get started with Springboard to Adulthood in our job fair program. Number one, attend a webinar. Thanks for being here. Number two, you're going to fill out our form. I'm going to put a link in the chat box right now for you to do so. And once you do that, Kendra will work with you to get connected to the employer of your choice. And then number three, work with that employer on future job opportunities. Susan?
Welcome everyone to the Let It Be Us job fair. I will tell you a little bit about Let It Be Us. We are a licensed child welfare agency. We're a 501c3. We work in the space of foster care and adoption, and we provide services. And for the case of Springboard to Adulthood, I'll let Kendra tell you more, but this program serves young people in foster care and those who have and those who are aging out. I'd like to thank all of our employment partners who are here today, and I would like to thank our funders, the Ronald McDaniel Foundation and Northwestern Medicine. I'd like to introduce you to Kendra Wright. She's our program manager for the Springboard to Adulthood program. Kendra has a lot of experience with young people in foster care, and we're very proud of her for setting this up today. Welcome, Kendra.
Thank you, Susan, so much. First, I would just say thank you to all that attended today. This is super duper awesome because this is our very first webinar. So I'm super duper excited just to have you all connect with these employers that we've been able to connect with too. So like I said, my name is Kendra Wright. I'm the program coordinator for the Springboard to Adulthood program, and I'm really looking forward to you all just taking advantage of this opportunity. Thank you.
Great, fantastic. So before we get started, we do want to thank all three employers that are here with us today: Moretti's, Product Connections, and Radiant Promotional Group. A little bit of housekeeping. At the bottom of your screen, there's a Q&A button. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, whether it's for a specific employer or for us regarding the program, just feel free to type that in and we'll be happy to answer your questions. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Jessica Hoffman from Moretti's.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Let It Be Us. I'm thrilled to be here and represent Moretti's. We are a family-owned business, and I'm just thrilled to offer some of our opportunities in the service and hospitality industry. As I was driving here, I kind of thought it was apropos to talk a little bit about my own history because I've actually been in the restaurant industry myself for 30 years, which is pretty shocking, but my first job was at a bagel shop, and it's kind of funny how life comes full circle. So I ended up marrying my husband, who is part of a restaurant business empire here in the Chicagoland area, and here I am today, still in the restaurant business. Although my roles have kind of changed. I've been a server years and years ago, but nowadays I do more of the events for our business and book parties and do these kind of things and a lot of community outreach in our own neighborhood here in Barrington. So it's kind of it's an honor to be here, and it made me think about my own history in this industry, and I'm happy to share it with you guys. And please, like Kate said, if you have any questions at all along the way, just feel free to raise your hand. So I'm going to share a little bit about our business here. Okay, share. Kate had to teach me how to do this morning, so here we are. Can you see it? That's good, right? Okay, so our business here is a conglomerate of a bunch of different restaurant concepts, but I'm going to go to this slide first. My father-in-law, this gentleman here, is the founder of our business, and he opened his first bar and grill, the Snuggery, on Chicago's Northwest Side, all the way back in 1970. And the Snuggery became an iconic 1980s restaurant, kind of bar theme here in the Chicagoland area, and had 6 locations at one time. We're down to only 1, I think, which is in McHenry. But it's been a long-standing tradition here in Chicagoland, and I guarantee if you talk to someone about it, they'll have heard about the Snuggery. After that, in 1992, our first Moretti's was opened, and that is probably our biggest brand in our company. Our parent umbrella company is called A La Carte Entertainment. If you ever want to look us up, it's called ACE, ACE places.com, and that kind of shows all of our different concepts under one place. But if you look to the left here, you can see some of the different concepts. Moretti's, we actually just this week opened our 13th Moretti's in Bedford Park, which is pretty apropos as well. So we were hiring a bunch of people at that location, which is right near Midway Airport. And then you can see just basically, if you look on our Moretti's website, we have locations from all the way up in Fox Lake, Illinois, to Bedford Park now, and everywhere in between. Park Ridge was our first one that is still open today. That was the 1992 location, or 92, I guess. Wow. Anyway, Bella Napoli is one of our newer concepts. It's a wood fire pizza concept that's different from our Moretti's pizza concept, but we have one of those in Schaumburg. Chandler's is more of an event space and golf club location that's in Schaumburg. We do a lot of weddings there, actually a ton of weddings. So many people in my family have gotten married there. Bridal showers, birthday parties, you name it, Chandler's can handle it. And they also have a small grill there that we do golf clubs, golf outings, and people just eat there. Drink, which might not be appropriate for all of you at this point in time, but it is a nightclub that is out here in the northwest suburbs in Schaumburg. It used to be called the Alumni Club. It used to be Snuggery back in the day. So we've had that location for many years, and we have reconcepted it over time. But it's a really popular 21 and older nightclub that plays dance music and has a great patio with cabanas and a really fun entertainment center. So Finn McCool's is another, it's an Irish pub and eatery. We feature Irish food, and we have, I think we're down to 1 of those. We used to have 3 of those locations. Famous Freddy's is in Fox Lake. It's a unique location in that it's on the water, and it features boat slips and caters to boat traffic. We have a unique kitchen there. It's kind of a quick, more like a fast food kind of location. And then LP's Tap House is one of our, I actually worked there when it was the Lionhead Pub back in the day, but that is the location we have in Lincoln Park. And that is it's a American bar eatery. Like today, we're gonna have college football on all day, serving brunch, serving lunch. And then in the evenings, we have DJs, and that's a 21 and older crowd. And then you see at the bottom, our lone Snuggery is still around, and we have that location on the river in McHenry. Like I said, though, it's really a versatile company, and there's so many different options to choose from in different locations within our company that hopefully will be an option for you all to take a look at. So like I had already said, over the next 30 years, there's been 12, actually now I said 13 Moretti's that have opened. And I've kind of just went through all of those different locations. This looks like we're opening in front of the Hoffman Estates location. And that's my husband there in the shirt. This is my husband, and then this is my brother-in-law. And those are the 3 partners. So here's a brief video if you guys want to watch, and you can kind of see the action of our location. So that's just kind of be exciting and show all the glitz and glam, a little bit of working the entertainment kind of hospitality industry. But I will say it's never a dull moment. It's always something new and exciting. It's a great place to meet people, have a kind of family environment. I will say that's one thing I've always loved about the hospitality restaurant service industry is it's a special kind of people that work here. And there's so many different job titles within our company that you could apply for. We have bussers, we have dishwashers, we have cooks, we have chefs, and then we have our servers, we have bartenders, we have hostesses, we have phone people, we have food runners, expediters. That's just to name a few within our restaurant itself. And the beauty of our company is that most of our corporate people have been with us for 30 years or even more. And a lot of them started out in the kitchen, on the line, cooking or doing whatever. So there's always potential for job growth, and always, if you work hard, there's a place for you here. And it's a beautiful thing about the service industry. What are a couple of other things? There's not a lot of job requirements. I'm wearing one of our shirts. This is pretty much our uniform in the restaurants. Obviously, it's gonna be different for whatever location you're at. Usually it's just like a black pant and a black shoe. And then really the only other requirement is that you can get to work and be on time. So making sure you have transportation. And other than that, just being a hard worker and ready to learn a new skill is kind of the beauty of this work too. You can always be learning new things and kind of working towards a new goal. And so lastly, I guess one of the things, they're going to have a Google form for you guys to start with. So please use that to sign up and leave your information so that I have a record of it if you are interested, because I want to be hands-on in this and make sure I help you along the way. You can, of course, go into any of the locations and go right, hey, can I speak to a manager, and just ask for an application and apply in person. That's always a great way to do it. You can call us and ask when a good time to come in would be. So each of our locations is going to have a different manager, is going to have a different point person. So obviously, depending on where you're living, you're going to have to kind of decide what location or would be best for you, transportation wise, all of those things. And then lastly, you can always apply online. And again, I think that we are going to have the ice machine kicked on. And hopefully you can hear me, but lastly, you can apply online, and it seems that Kendra will be kind of helping you along with that process. So that's pretty much all I had. Oh, perfect. Luckily, but please, if you have any questions at all, or if any of you want to give any feedback, I could probably peek in the kitchen if you guys want to do a quick view, but again, that might be a little chaotic.
I love it. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jessica. Well, we don't have any questions for you right now, but if we get them afterwards, we can definitely send them your way.
Please do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Be well, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Okay, awesome. So for our next presentation, we're going to have Angela from Product Connections.
Hi, thank you all for having me. It's so great to be a part of this and the wonderful work that you guys are doing. All right, so allow me to introduce ourselves. We are Product Connections. We're not your ordinary marketing agency. A brief history about myself. My name is Angela Ramsey. I'm a Retail Recruiter 3 currently. I started in 2011 as a product demonstrator, which is the position that most of you on this call would probably apply for to begin with. I grew up in southern New Mexico, and then I had the opportunity to move to Kansas City in 2019 through this company. So I worked my way up from a product demonstrator to a lead event specialist, a retail supervisor, and then the market manager role brought me out here because my life grew and changed. Now I'm in recruiting. But I've been here for 13 years, so the company has been able to accommodate me through all of those stages and changes, and it's just a great opportunity for anybody to start out with their first job, or if they're in their middle jobs, whatever that might look like, because there's a lot of great opportunities here. So I think that my story really shows that people are our top priority, both internal and external. We embrace difficulties and always find a way. So it's been great to work with them and grow with them throughout my life and my changes that I've had personally. So we are Product Connections, your marketing agency. We engage, we educate, and connect customers to products through product experiences while they shop wherever they shop. This is what we do. So some examples, we have over 800 plus retailers, and we have complete in-house capabilities to connect people with their products. We have over 12,000 national field agents across the country, and we service just so many different retailers and providers throughout the company or throughout our product demonstrations. We also promote by developing photos and videos for different companies, and we have lots of advertisements that we assist with. And it's really through that one-on-one live events that we engage so many retailers. We have over 52 million live events each year. Here's an example of our national footprint. We are out there in so many different retailers. These show the home offices of some of the products and companies that we deal with on a regular basis through these live demonstrations, and we're growing every day. We are now part of a Costa group, so using their capabilities and their wide-reaching products and product demonstrations, we are going to be expanding even more through this recent acquisition. So we leverage platforms such as TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. You might have seen us on some of those with some of our reels lately. We have shorts, we have, full-blown, seminars and that kind of things that we do, and different products that we show that way. So why work at Product Connections? We're in store. We have, again, over 12,000 field associates, and we have many available jobs, part-time positions and full-time positions. Like I mentioned previously, I started as a product demonstrator, and those are the people you might see in different retailers. For example, Sam's Club. I don't know if you've been in there, but here's a picture of one of our lovely ladies with their blue hats and aprons handing out some fruit snacks. So that's just an example of a product demonstrator. We also have some fresh production positions that we do. We make fresh squeezed orange juice, we make tortillas, we have burger machines, pineapple machines, all kinds of different products that we demonstrate that way. And we also have the adult beverage and brand ambassador positions available as well. So there's just a lot of different capabilities that we have that we engage with people. And we do hire 16 and older for product demonstrators, as well as 18 and older for the fresh production. So it's a wide variety of people that we can employ throughout these positions. A great example of one of the dress codes would be right here. She's wearing a white polo. You can also wear long sleeves if you prefer. And then the pants are black or dark denim with non-slip shoes. And you can see we provide a baseball cap and apron to be worn as well through this event. Some of the other retailers have a slightly different dress code, but it's usually the basic white top, black pants. A couple of the requirements that you would need for the position is access to reliable transportation, whether that be a friend, a family member, yourself, public transportation like the buses or any of those Uber rides or anything like that would be acceptable as long as it's reliable transportation. You do also need access to a smartphone. That is so that you can see your schedule and report time worked. It's all done from your phone. That way you'll know ahead of time what kind of demonstration you're going to do, as well as what time you're supposed to be there from until. So you do need access to a smartphone and reliable transportation. All right. With our over 12,000 annual new hires, we do have over 150,000 annual training completions. So it's in-store training, online training, room for advancement, obviously. So you could start as a product demonstrator and work your way up or into other divisions as well. So I did make a division change going from the field to the office. So it is definitely possible to grow and change as your life does as well. There's a couple great ways to apply, again, through this company here, where you guys are going to have that online forum. And then you can apply through productconnections.com. You can apply on Indeed, And you can also text PC Jobs to 98199. It's very simple to apply, but definitely mention that you were part of the Let Us Be Us campaign here. That way, we can track that and we can see how that engagement worked, and, move forward from there. I want to thank you guys so much for letting us be a part of your presentation today, and I look forward to the continued partnership.
Thank you so much, Angela. Fantastic. Okay, thank you so much, Product Connections. All right, before we end this webinar, a couple quick things. Number one, this will be recorded, so we'll send a link out to everyone else, everyone who registered to rewatch this, just in case you wanted to follow back up with something, get the contact information. We'll also include a link to the form that you can complete, so we have all the information and can help you take the next step with either employer. So that's really, really good. As far as anything else, Kendra, did you have anything else you'd like to mention as far as the program or following up from the job fair?
I just wanted to mention, if you all had any questions or needed additional information, please feel free to reach out to me. I can either be reached at my email, which is kendrawright@letitbeus.org, or you can reach me by phone. So if you need anything, whether if that's like, hey, I'm really interested in product connections, but I forgot how to fill out the application, please feel free to use me as a resource, because I would love to connect you with both of these jobs that were willing to come and speak to you all today.
Awesome. And we'll keep you up to date on future job fairs that we'll be hosting. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day and get out and enjoy the weather. Thanks, Kendra.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.